New York City. That's where I want to go for these next couple of stories. We're approaching 9:30 on the West Coast, 12:30 a.m. on the East Coast. We do want to talk about something that has been a big problem in New York for the past few days, and of course I'm talking about the migrant crisis. New York City Mayor Adams is saying that New York is completely overrun with migrants. They're having a tough time finding a way to house asylum seekers. We have this latest report from Fox 5's Sharon Crowley. She shares the mayor's remarks and his desperation when it comes to helping these migrants that have entered the city.
This issue will destroy New York City. Destroy New York City.
Mayor Adams making an ominous prediction during a town hall meeting Wednesday on the Upper West Side about the ongoing migrant crisis. More than 100,000 asylum seekers have come to New York City in the last year.
Let me tell you something, New Yorkers. Never in my life have I had a problem that I did not see an ending to. I don't see an ending to this.
The mayor is absolutely right. It is destroying New York City, but he needs to acknowledge that he is part of the problem.
Republican Representative Nicole Maliotakis, who represents Staten Island, telling me the mayor could be doing more to discourage asylum seekers from coming here in the first place.
That's why people are coming to New York, because the mayor is giving them free housing and free food and free services that they otherwise could not afford.
Staten Island recently becoming a boiling point for this divisive issue. Residents continue to object to an unused Catholic school building being used by the city to shelter migrants.
I am really concerned about the long-term impact this is going to have on our city. It is unsustainable and it is unsafe.
Political analysts say immigration is already an issue voters in both parties are concerned about.
If the state and the federal government aren't paying attention, they're going to lose voters over this crisis.
Fox 5's Sharon Crowley with that report, and you saw there that she interviewed a representative from Staten Island. Well, this next report focuses on Staten Island. Supporters and protesters have gathered to show their thoughts and how they feel about the migrant crisis. As you can see, it's something that is really plaguing that entire Northeast area, with people just pointing the blame at each other, whether it's the federal government or their local government officials. But let's listen to what the debate is down in Staten Island from Fox 5's Ashley Rodriguez.
It was meant to be a message of love toward the newly arrived migrants on Staten Island.
We are to treat these neighbors with the same compassion that we would wish to be shown if we were in their shoes.
But a news conference put on by Staten Island faith leaders was soon drowned out by roars of indignation.
You all should be ashamed of yourselves!
Thursday's rally was meant to counter the protests that continue to pop up in front of St. John's Villa, where the city is housing 61 migrants since last month. At each of the protests, a small contingent of outspoken residents loudly chant what faith leaders consider anti-immigrant rhetoric. To the surprise of the pro-migrant rally organizers, men in tactical gear and a large dog stood behind their rally, telling me they will be watching the area around the shelter in the evenings.
This was already an unsafe area, and now with more people coming that we don't know who they are, and we're not saying that anybody is bad. This is not about race. This is about protecting our children.
Even so, leaders of different denominations stood and spoke amid the yelling, saying they represented many Staten Islanders who are happy to help as the city navigates through the massive influx of migrants.
God forbid that we have come to this. Our voices must be louder, we must be stronger, and we must stand for what America is.
A number of Staten Island residents, supported by their local leaders, are vowing to not back down until the city closes the shelter.
We want to take care of Americans first. We should not be spending billions of dollars to house people who entered this country illegally.
The multifaceted issue of migrants arriving en masse slowly revealing the tension coursing through the entire city, but especially on Staten Island. Ashley Rodriguez, Fox 5 News.
Another live look out in New York City on this Thursday night, well, Friday morning. if you are on the East Coast. A very tense situation going on in the Upper East Side of the country. A lot of people do want to show support for migrants. A lot of other people are scared. And local city leaders are just waiting for more guidance from the federal government and just what to do, how to house these migrants trying to seek shelter and also seeking asylum after they've crossed over into the U.S.